Ewan ko kung familiar ba kayo sa wind vane. I don't even know kung merong Tagalog word para doon. Because it is the image that I get from today's gospel. A wind vane. Kung minsan nakikita ko pa yung mga wind vanes on top of old houses. If you look at them from far away, aakalain mo na dekorasyon lang sila. Pero hindi. They are not just decorations. Meron silang purpose. And that is to tell you the direction of the wind in relation to the north, the south, the east, and the west. You get to know through a functional wind vane where the wind is coming from and where it is going to. Kaya lang, siguraduhin mo na umuubra yung wind vane. During the years that I was doing my studies in Europe, I saw beautiful wind vanes on top of old houses, especially in France. Ay yung mga French, ang kanilang national symbol ay rooster. Kaya parating nakikita on top of their houses, a wind vane, the image of a rooster, usually made of very light material, light metal. And the rooster is perched on top of a pole, which is actually a circular tube. At lubricated yung tube by grease para pwedeng umikot-ikot yung wind vane in the shape of a rooster, following the direction of the wind. Well, in our gospel today, Jesus tells Nicodemus that those who are born from above allow the Spirit to blow where the Spirit will. Therefore, Jesus explains to Nicodemus that to be born from above is to be born of the Spirit. Well, for the sake of elaboration, Jesus is using the metaphor of the wind. To know the direction of the wind, you just have to feel it. Like right now, I feel the wind dahil may electric fan dito sa tabi ko. And the direction papunta doon. Even without seeing the electric fan, I know may hangin papunta doon. Well, the same thing with those born from above, according to Jesus. They are able to know somehow kung saan ang direksyon ng Holy Spirit, which direction the Spirit is blowing, so that they can orient or reorient their lives to its direction. It is not enough to know. It is not enough that they know. They also have to let other people know the direction of the Spirit. And this is what Jesus means by testifying or giving witness to the truth. Hindi lang yung alam mo ang direksyon ng Espiritu Santo, kundi patotohanan mo or magpatotoo ka. Give witness. The disciple, as it were, must also serve as a spiritual wind vane, pointing out the Holy Spirit's direction. Ito yung ginawa ni Pope John the 23rd when he became Pope. He called for the renewal of the Church during the Second Vatican Council. Oh, nako, pero nahirapan din siya because many people belligerently opposed him. Lalo na yung medyo natitreaten sa pagbabago. They would rather stick to what they have gotten used to. They remind me of what Jesus said about the Pharisees. who teach mere human precepts as doctrine. Naalarma sila when you call for change because they are only stuck in one direction. Nangyayari din yan sa mga wind vanes. Yung wind vane kasi pag kinalawang yan at wala ng grasa, hindi na siya iikot. It gets stuck. Isang direction lang. Titingin ka, akala mo yung hangin is going to the west. But actually, hindi. Sira lang yung wind vane. In spiritual language, we call this the art of discernment. It is basically about being attentive to the movements of the Holy Spirit. And John is telling us na yung the best wind vane for the Spirit's direction is the crucified Messiah, the Son of Man, who is lifted up on a pole like a wind vane. He is lifted up the way the wind vanes are positioned on high places so that the whole world can see and know which direction the Spirit is taking them. Don't you find it strange that sometimes some people play a prank on you? Na-experience nyo na ba yung merong medyo lulukohin ka, they will look up at something, tapos pati ikaw mapapatingin. You look up also, following the direction of his eyes. At tingin ka ng tingin, you're looking up, wondering what he is looking at. And you continue looking because by now, all the other people are also looking to the same direction. Yun pala, pinaprank lang sila. And they will not know until much later that they have been fooled. I get a feeling that until somebody tells the rest of the onlookers that they are actually being fooled or being pranked, they will just keep looking. Tingin sila ng tingin. And perhaps they will even follow the direction that the prankster is pointing at. Susunod pa sila sa direksyon niya. In the midst of war, we have to ask, which direction can lead us to peace? In the midst of lies and disinformation in the social media, we have to seriously ask ourselves, which candidate is telling the truth? Sinong nagsasabi ng totoo? And who among them is deliberately misleading us? Like I said, sometimes there are people who function like broken wind vanes. Parang may direksyon pero walang direksyon. They are just stuck. They may be pointing to a direction not because the wind is blowing that way, but because they're not really functioning. Nako, when that happens, all you need to do is close your eyes and use your other senses. Ika nga, play it by ear or feel your way around. Of course, a better language is be discerning. Discern. Makinig, pero be critical also. Sort out the voices that you are hearing. Some of them will mislead you. Some of them will point to the right direction. But Be sensitive. Feel the direction of the Spirit if you want to really know where the Lord is leading us to. And if you know, please, it is not enough to know. It is important to show the way to other people to serve like wind vanes, spiritual wind vanes ourselves.